Do Toastmasters? Oh, it's recording now. How's it, Mom?
Well, it's about learning to speak in confidence in public and just, speaking skills, having fun.
I'd now like to call upon the Toastmaster. The loyal toast raiser to present the toast of South Africa.
Thank you, Bradley. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today I will be talking about our reckless youth.
Thank you, Chairman, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
I've done only 4 research on these many topics and goals.
Brendan?
Can I just invite you?
No, you can't.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be speaking about public speaking. You may ask why I chose this topic, but many of you don't know that public speaking is actually the #1 fear out of every speech.
And that's it.
30.
Good evening, Chairman, ladies and gentlemen. Saints has always been a big part of my family. My brother, sister, and dad have or have all been at this school.
Thank you.
Selena Gomez, she later joined Wizards of the Waverly Place.
I've been told that Luis is actually for 15 minutes. Sorry.
And also why is Euros called Euros?
Because then people would not say stupid comments, such as, "Oh, why watermelon so watery? I mean, I don't understand such things." As Cameron says, "Why is Euros called Euros? I don't understand." Yeah.
Because steroids is illegal, wink wink. So yeah, they need to find a substitute for that. So I think protein is very commonly used. I would now hand over to the word master.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to start off with the grammar being impeccable tonight. We kept it good. We used good puns, sarcasm, onomatopoeias, metaphors, similes.
Outside of the story, when you start to talk normally, you want to try and avoid using slang.
Yeah.
We must speak using our hands and modulating our voice.
The use of notes must be kept to a minimum.
Good evening, lady, gentlemen, and Mr. Chairperson. Before I speak, I ask you to please ensure that your glasses are charged. Every Toastmasters journey starts with a single speech, and as our journey draws closer to an end, I ask you all to appreciate the hard work that Robin, who unfortunately couldn't be here tonight, and Stephen have put into making us better public speakers, teaching us how to project our voice and how to run and organize a formal meeting. May you please rise. To Toastmasters International.
So tonight my role is to keep the times of all the prepared and unprepared speeches. The allocated time for the prepared speeches is going to be 2 to 4 minutes, and for the unprepared speeches is going to be 1 to 2 minutes.
Please ensure your glasses are charged. Today's toast is going out to the wonderful day that we've had today. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please will you rise and accept this toast to the day.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster, Chairperson, and other respected members. So whatever your game may be, never give up. Failure and rejection are only the first step to succeeding. Thank you.
Thank you, Cameron, for that very warm introduction. Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, all honoured guests and camera crew. So what is perfect? And for me, waking up each morning with a terrible day looming, it's a Monday morning, and I walk out of my bedroom, I'm like a zombie, get into the next room, and I take my routine look over my left shoulder. And there, staring back at me in my lounge mirror, is perfection.
Good evening, lady, gentlemen, evaluation chairperson, and guests. Today, I had the honor and the privilege of evaluating Reese's speech on the fine line between success and failure.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I will be speaking to you about my science project and how it could change the world. So, about a month ago, after finding out that we have to make a massive science expo project, my partner James and I got together and came up with the idea to find a new material to fill potholes with.
So, it can be embarrassing at times, horrible, and even sometimes funny, but it all depends on the ignorance or acceptance of people. Thank you.
I, however, believe humans should not live forever, as this defeats the purpose of life and its specific aspirations. Time is an invaluable commodity, and its value becomes worthless if humans were to become immortal. Thank you.
I would like to ask you to do one thing for the rest of your schooling career, and that is to embrace your brothers, embrace the brotherhood, and embrace saints. Thank you.
Okay, so I thought the word could have been used more often, as it was quite easy to use in each of your sentences, but it wasn't, and I think that next week we'll have to probably work on this fact.
My third topic is it's the one that touches my heart. It is, why do some apples have different colors? I would like to call on Craig Meyer to do this one for us.
He used a lot of facts in his speech, which was good because since it is a story we all know, he needed to have the facts to back it up in case he made a mistake.
I think it was very good that he gave a personal experience and his own opinion on perfection.
Today I will be evaluating James' speech on saints and the things that he loves most about us. Something that I picked up early on in his speech is that he thanked the Toastmaster. He used the space by taking away the table so he could walk around and interact with more people in the classroom.
He greeted everyone. He had a very good introduction. He had us from the start. His speech in general, he kept our attention throughout. He made very good eye contact.
Thank you, evaluation chairperson. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I had the privilege of evaluating Matthew Dawson.
Good evening again to the chairperson, lady, and all gentlemen.
Thank you, guys. Welcome back to the second half of the Toastmasters meeting.
So I'll ask you one question. What would you have done in this situation? Would you carry on going, or would you have given up? Thank you.
Bowls is usually played by the elderly, by the bullies. So I'm sure all our grandparents have played bowl before. Stephen?
And then you said ricochet, in your impromptu speech you said ricocheted off your head, which would imply that it bounced off your head, which is unlikely. Then Carl, you made no errors that I could pick up. Then Mike.
Can I please ask for the approval of minutes?
I approve that the minutes are active. I approve the minutes active.
The minutes are hereby approved.
Good evening, lady, gentlemen, and Mr. Chairperson. Our guest speaker today was a British politician who was Prime Minister of the United Kingdom from 1940 to 1945, and again from 1951 to 1955. Widely regarded as one of the greatest wartime leaders of the 20th century, he was also an officer of the British Army, a historian, an artist, and a writer. He won the Nobel Prize in Literature and was the first person to be made an honorary citizen of the United States. Renowned for his love of cigars and brandy, and for his quick repertoire, such as a time when a lady said to him, "You are drunk," and he replied with, "Madam, tomorrow I'll be sober, and you will still be ugly." Ladies and gentlemen, will you please join me in welcoming Sir Winston Churchill.
I would now like to hand over to the Sergeant at Arms, who will send out the finalized agenda during the course of this next week.
Wandile, you said 5 times and had no other mistake except for saying he repeatedly twice in your speech.
I'm here today with Ndumiso Ngwenya, and he's going to be talking to me a little bit about how he found the Toastmasters course.
It gave me the confidence to open up more to my Saints brothers. Before, I wasn't really out there, I didn't put myself out there, but Toastmasters has given me the confidence and the skills to be able to open up and talk to others.
I spoke in the second Toastmasters service, and I remember I was nervous, I was fidgety, I struggled to get my message across, but I spoke today and I could feel it was much, I was more confident by speaking, I was sure of what I was talking about.
Like, do you think that the skill of becoming a young Toastmaster has helped you and it's going to help you when moving forward into like the later grades and then out of school?
I want to strive to become a head boy in my matric year, and you have to do a lot of public speaking, you have to address the chapel 3 times a week.
Speaking really sets you up a lot because people look to confident leaders and people who can speak, and generally people go for the good orators.
Even if you are confident in your speaking or you're not confident in your speaking, it enhances all the different areas.
It gives you a bit of an edge because it allows you to get your idea across better than most people do.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster. I'd like to add my congratulations to a very strong panel of prepared speakers tonight. I think that has been the best panel we've had at the Toastmasters course, and a really good job to all of you.
I think this is the best meeting we've had so far, and I'd like everyone to give themselves a round of applause.
It definitely helps you grow in confidence, and it does build you as a character.
So it's just a sense of respect that I love in this course.